What is your name, age, and where are you from?
My name is Maggie Crowley. I am 40 and I am from Orange County.
Awesome. Congrats on turning 40. When did that happen?
May.
May.
Yeah.
Maggie, what was your childhood like?
My childhood was sort of topsy turvy. I had a pretty dysfunctional family. Um, I grew up in Woodbridge in Irvine. Um, it My parents were divorced when I was 8 or 9, I think. Um, I guess I kind of, as far as my transition goes, I kept everything inside and finally came out when I was 35. And then I started dressing full time and knocking on doctors' doors for hormones and finding therapy. And so now I'm 40, so this year we'll probably get the big surgery and then I'll continue to advocate for LGBT stuff, crowd in general. So, um, yeah, my past is past, so I don't usually talk all that much about it, other than to say that I'm still here.
So thank you for sharing, man. Thank you
Sure.
for kind of letting us into your life a little bit. And maybe as a kid, like what did you want to be growing up?
A girl. That was it. Um, you want to help people too. Um, but circumstance and family and that sort of thing uh, plays a big role in kind of what direction you're aimed in. Um, but yeah, a girl. That's it.
Awesome.
I'd be happy with that.
Okay, Maggie, what is your happiest moment?
I have a lot of happy moments, but one of the happiest moments. I love the word fart. That makes me happy to no end. That doesn't. If you like that now, it doesn't go away when you get older. You'll still like the word fart. So one of the happiest moments was I was hanging out with Ray, who's a volunteer here at the center, and I had had some horrible gas, and I just let it go, and his dislike of it, I actually ended up laughing more. I ended up laughing so hard that it was hard to breathe, and I fell out of my chair. Uh, but yeah, simple stuff like that. Farting's cool.
Maggie, what was your most emotional, painful moment in your life?
Painful moment. Emotional. The most emotional moment was probably coming out. The most painful was sort of being exiled from my family, so to speak. Sort of the black sheep or whatever. That's your support system, and I guess without a support system and being homeless, if those people in video land imagine your life and you have zero support. Now you have to do everything yourself. Um, that can be a little tough. Um, So yeah, that's hard. That was probably it.
Oh, thank you for sharing that. Maggie, who's the most important person to you?
The most important person to me. Hmm. I don't have a single most important person. I have many people now as part of that support system that make a huge difference in not only my life but a whole bunch of different lives. A lot of them work at the center um, and do fantastic, selfless things that if I didn't say anything, no one would really hear about how the stuff they do uh, really kind of props people up and helps them. Um, so there's a lot of people. I'm pretty nice, so if you don't throw a closed or unopened soda can at me, then I'll pretty much like you. But that's it.
And what are you most grateful for?
I am most grateful for the support here at the center is cool. In the world of homeless, there's it's the support thing. It's it human interaction is super 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 important. So when you're down and out with no money and there's stigmas about talking to homeless people or being afraid of them, or I guess younger people probably make fun of them a little bit. Um, but that's sort of a youth thing. When people don't understand, they kind of poke fun. And that's a growing process, I guess. Um, Fart. I forgot what I was going to say. Um, let's see. Support group or the support system. And, the fun part of that, the lighter side, I guess, is that I live on a block that has not like semi-wild animals, and so there's a little girl kitty that I feed, and I feed 3 possums. Yeah, and they actually will. They're sort of maybe kind of domesticated. The little ones are only like that long without the tail. The tail isn't that long, but since I've been feeding them since they were super super tiny, they'll actually crawl up my jean leg. Um, they have hands like ours that are pretty usable for them, and they like to climb anything. So if I give the little ones a piece of bologna, the funniest thing in the world is that the round piece of bologna is yay big, and their legs are only like that tall. So when they get this piece of bologna, when these creatures eat, they like to take their food back to a safe spot and then munch at their leisure or whatever where it's safe. So watching them try and get up on their tippy toes to drag this piece of bologna back to their safe spot is an awesome moment. So, yeah. Other than that, there's like two rules for life is be nice to people, and then the super important one is get up just one more time, then you fall down. Everything else is bullshit. You can get by on everything with everything else, but if you just get up one more time, then you fall. the rule that's kind of kept me going.
I think that leads us into the a great number 6 question is, if you can give any advice to a teenager, maybe someone that was feeling the way you felt when you were a teenager, what would you tell them?
Fart more. And yeah, find support systems are super important. That's a big deal. Wherever you find it is cool. Life actually does get better as you kind of tick through the years. Life's meaning changes from time to time. You see it with a different pair of eyes, and that's sort of fun to do along the way. As a teenager, maybe don't focus on a job that already exists. Focus on learning how to do things in anticipation of getting a job that hasn't been invented yet. And yeah, be nice to other people.
Love it.
And then try and help people out. When you're of service, it's has a synergistic effect. So you feel better, they feel better, and then sort of a really neat thing that a lot of young people don't see until they experience. So I would encourage people to experience that sooner than later, because go be happy, fart, that's it.
Maggie, thank you so much.
Sure.
For just letting us into 10 minutes into your life, and
Oh yeah.
I think your testimony and your story is definitely going to touch the hearts of some high school kids.
Cool.
So Maggie, we just thank you for your time, and
Oh,
can't
sure.
wait to reveal your portrait to you.
Thanks.